Hello, CS Pro users, and welcome to CS Pro Video Tutorial 3, Create the Data Entry Application. In this tutorial, we will create a CS Pro data entry application to enter our data. The questionnaire we will be using is the same one used in Tutorial 1. We will use the dictionary created in Tutorial 2. If you are not familiar with the questionnaire, review Tutorial 1. If you are not familiar with creating a data dictionary, review Tutorial 2. The quickest way to create a data entry application in CS Pro is to use the Data Entry Application Wizard. Open CS Pro, create New Application, and click OK. We're going to create a data entry application, so click on Data Entry Application if it is not already highlighted, and click OK. If you are not already in your tutorial folder, navigate to the folder. Here I am creating my data entry application in the My CS Pro tutorial folder. Enter the file name for your data entry application. I will use the name My Entry. Click on Create. Now select the input dictionary. This will be the dictionary that we created in Tutorial 2. Click on the ellipsis, click on the dictionary, click on Save. Now click OK. CS Pro asks you, would you like CS Pro to create a set of forms for you based on the input dictionary? To use CS Pro's Data Entry Application Wizard, we will simply click on Yes. We are presented with a variety of options. For now, we will accept the defaults and click OK. CS Pro now has created our data entry application. Here we see the household identification form. I will click on Person Record, and I see the Person Record form. I click on Housing Record, and I see the Housing Record form. It is always a good idea to make your data entry application look as much like the questionnaire as possible. We will now do so. The CS Pro Data Entry Application Wizard has created 3 forms for us: ID form, the Person Record form, and the Housing Record form. We want to place all of the items from all of the forms onto a single form. I will delete the Housing Record form by right-clicking on Housing Record form and selecting Delete Form. I will delete the Person Record form by right-clicking on Person Record form and selecting Delete Form. Now I have only one form left in my application. I will place the items for Person form and Household form on this form. I click on the Dictionary tab to see the list of my records, and then I click on the plus signs to see the items on those records. I will drag the Person Record from the dictionary tree onto the form. This drags all the items for that record onto the form. I will accept the default drag options. CS Pro has now created a roster with all of the Person Record items. Next, I do the same thing for the Housing Record. Select and drag the Housing Record and place it on the form. This will drag all the Housing Record items onto the form. I select OK to accept all the default drag options. Now, in addition to the Household ID, I have all the items for the Person Record and the Housing Record on one single form. I rearrange my data entry application to make it look more like the questionnaire. I will take the Household ID field, click on it and drag it under Household ID. Click on Household ID and move it more to the right so it's in alignment with the ID data entry box. I will add 2 text boxes to add in the labels for CS Pro Tutorial Questionnaire. To do this, I right-click on the form, select Add Text. My first text box will be CS Pro Tutorial. Click OK. I will select it and drag it above the roster. I will add another text box by right-clicking, selecting Add Text, and entering Questionnaire. Click OK, and now click on Questionnaire and drag it to the top of the form. I will now add another text box for the heading for household information. Right-click, select Add Text, and type in household information. Click OK. Now I click on household information and move it to the new location. I relocate the type roof, the type roof field, the type household field, and position them so they are positioned like they are on the questionnaire. I now add some boxes to the form. Right-click on the form and select Add Boxes from the pop-up menu. Select the type of box. Here I will select Thick Border by clicking on the Thick Border button, placing the cursor to the top left corner where I want my box to begin, pressing down the left mouse button, and dragging the cursor from the top left corner of the box to the bottom right corner until the box appears like I want it. I let go of the left mouse button, and now I see the box. I close the box menu by clicking on the X on the pop-up menu or by clicking on the box draw icon on the toolbar. I can move the box by clicking on the box and dragging it to a new position. I can resize the box by clicking on one of the handles and dragging the handle to the new position. I add captions to the roster header. I increase the size of the header, right-click on the column header for sex, click on column properties, and for column heading, position the cursor at the end of sex, press Control-Enter to get to the next line, and I'll press Control-Enter again because I want a blank line, and I will enter 1 male, Control-Enter, 2 female. I will make my horizontal alignment center and my vertical alignment middle. Click OK. And now you see I have the captions for sex. I will do the same thing for marital status. First, I will resize the roster by clicking on the roster, grabbing the handle, and expanding the roster size. And below, expanding the roster size. Right-click on the marital status header, click on column properties, click at the end of marital status, Control-Enter, Control-Enter, 1 for married, Control-Enter, 2 for not married. And I again will use a horizontal alignment of center and a vertical alignment of middle. Click OK. I will also do the same for age. Right-click on age, column properties, horizontal alignment center, vertical alignment middle. I add text boxes to show the options available for type household. Right-click on the form, add text. The first will be 1 for single family, click OK, and I click on single family and move it underneath type household. I continue in the same manner to add the remaining text boxes showing the values for type household and type roof. I align these items by selecting the items I wish to align, selecting Align from the menu, and I will first align these to the left, and then I will click Align again and make them evenly vertical. I now complete my alignments and positioning the various things on my form until I'm satisfied that I have a form ready for data entry. Let's now compare the form with the questionnaire. We can see that our data entry form is very similar to the questionnaire. Now that we have created a CS Pro data entry application, we are ready to use the application to enter data. Tutorial 4 describes how to enter data using CS Pro.